Greetings, YouTube. Happy Friday. You know, there is a word that gets thrown around way too much in the online YouTube community. And it's something that I've seen that is categorized, and I think accurately so, as clickbait, you know, the favorite phrase to use on the internet. And that's when someone says, like, epic crystal opening. And it turns out that the word epic is confused for the word terrible because their epic 6-star crystal opening was ironically, you know, a 6-star Deadpool X-Force. Or maybe we'll see the word epic come on the screen for the future 6-star featured crystal because you spent 15,000 6-star shards to quit the game after you epically got a 6-star Hulkbuster from a 6-star featured crystal when you're going for Aegon or, you know, what one of the new featured champions. So I say this to say that I think the word epic is supposed to be rarely used. It's kind of like the word love. It's supposed to be used in a very specific context to maximize the meaning of the word. And so when I go to an offer and I see the word epic, I think, oh, it better be epic. Because if you're going to use that word, Cyber Monday offers, which feel like they were weeks ago to me for some reason already, but my calendar tells me they were 4 days ago. I don't know how that's possible, but that was epic. If they had said epic Cyber Monday deals, I would have read that and been like, yep, as advertised. But to say that this Ascendant Crystal bundle is epic would be to basically have Kabam, hypothetically say that you don't need Blade to defeat Magic because Cyclops is actually the best Magic counter in the game. I mean, they would never do that, of course, but if they did, that would be the kind of analogy that I would use in such a video. And you might be saying, Prof, why are you being so negative on this $30 Epic Ascendant Crystal bundle? Well, you get 2 Tier 1 Alphas, which I would not value more at 100 units at this point. I would not value that more at maybe $1 a piece. I'll say that's worth $2, and that's pretty generous at this point, given how easy it is to get Tier 1 Alphas, especially now that we have peak milestones introduced. 50,000 gold, fine. We'll give that 50 cents. We'll say that's worth $2.50. Maximum value for everything else. So the Epic Ascendant Crystal, which you would get in USD, and of course if you're in Canada or in Australia, it costs much more than this. You're going to need to see something truly epic to justify the word epic. And when you click on this, you see the epic failure that is the drop rates of this Epic Ascendant Crystal. Because the majority of people are just going to get Tier 4 class Catalyst Fragment Crystals, which are the opposite of epic. They're as standard as it gets, and dare I say, as disappointing as it gets. Now, some of you are going to beat the gambling RNG. Some of you are going to pull truly epic pulls. You're going to pull the Tier 5 basic Catalyst fragments, and you're going to pull the Tier 2 Alpha Catalyst. But I believe that the word epic should communicate something similar to that of the Alliance War Seasons crystals, where you have a 100% chance to get some form of shards or some form of fragments of the best items in the game. If this crystal just contained some random assortment of Tier 2 Alpha Catalyst fragments and Tier 5 basic Catalyst fragments, I would say this deserves to be epically sought after. If you want to spend $90 because it limits 3, go for it, because no matter what, you're going to increase your Tier 2 Alpha stash and your Tier 5 basic Catalyst fragment stash. But quite a few people are going to spend $30 to get 1 Tier 4 basic Catalyst, which is valued at this point at maybe $5, but that's so generous that really, if I'm being honest, I'd probably just value it at like $2. A lot of you are going to spend $30 to get 1 Tier 4 class Catalyst, which again is not a $30 value in 2018. It's like maybe a $5 to $7 value, and I realize it might have higher value for those of you who don't yet get many Tier 4 class Catalysts because you aren't high enough ranked in Alliance Quest. But in general, unless you get the 6% RNG, and I know people will send me their luck, and they will get it, but I saw people open these, and they got 3 different rounds of Tier 4 class Catalyst Fragment Crystals, which is the expected average between that and the Tier 2 Alpha Catalyst Fragments that are just very small. $30 at this point should get you a guarantee of at least half of a fully formed Tier 2 Alpha. If these guaranteed a minimum of 18,000 Tier 2 Alpha Catalyst fragments, or say 2,500 Tier 5 Basic Catalyst fragments, I would be so on board, and I would say, if you can afford it, go for it, because I like to promote good deals. But for those of you, so many of you, that are going to get the Tier 4 Basic Catalyst and the Tier 4 Class Catalyst Fragment Crystals, it's just going to be a total waste of money, and it's going to make you depressed, because it's a lot of money to spend. $30. That is not cheap from 99% of the world. To get a gamble that will most likely end in Friday depression, not worth it. So YouTube, this is the Cyclops is the magic counter of deals. Steer clear unless you just, you're made of money. You're Willy Wonka. Your money's coming out of your pockets, and you can't afford to walk around with so much money hanging out. So you just got to throw it at something. You're going to throw it at this. Congrats in advance to those of you that prove this video wrong and get the 6% Tier 5 Basic Catalyst fragments and fully formed Tier 2 Alpha Catalyst. But again, it's a huge gamble, and I tend to, in my offer reviews, promote the deals that are guaranteed value, like Mastery Bundle cores, or at least deals that guarantee the same unit equivalent, so every other item. Like if they kept the units in this, it would be an A. It would be an A value. It would be a top tier grade, because no matter what, you're guaranteed to get the units out of this, but you're replacing units with a huge gamble. And for so many people, they're going to send me screenshots and say, yeah, I kind of regret doing that. So happy Friday. Good luck with this offer. Don't overuse the word epic in life. It should be reserved for the best of the best. That is your lesson of the day from Prof. Hoff.